Well, welcome. I am Matt Nelson, the Utility Billing Manager and Public Parking Manager for the City of Sioux Falls. And today we're going to announce some enhancements to our utility billing system for the city. This was a 3-year project that started pre-COVID. And for anyone that's watching that's ever done a large data migration or integration project, these aren't a lot of fun and they can be extremely tedious and time consuming. So I'd like to thank 3 people that put a lot of time making this reality. So Dan Friedbauer and Leif Haag from our IT department and Lynn Myers from our water division. They spent a tremendous amount of time configuring software, creating templates, and testing software and testing it over and over again to make sure we could implement this project successfully. So what's changed? What we've done is integrated our enterprise utility billing system, which is what we use on the back end. It's what our customer service reps use, with a new customer engagement portal. And the customer engagement portal is customer facing, and it's what the citizens see when they log in to pay their bills online. It includes our new website. It includes a new mobile app that we are announcing today that will make it simpler for customers to view, pay, and receive alerts on their monthly bills. The software company providing the engagement portal is called MyMeter. The new portal is branded as OneMeter, so when you log on, you'll see it as OneMeter, and that powers both our utility billing website and the mobile app. It manages all of the city's water bills and all of the city electric bills. So our old system that we had was actually 13 years old, and to put it in perspective, that was an iPhone 3 or 4 at the time, and we had not had any upgrades to our system since then for our customers to see. So this has been a huge upgrade for us, and so why do it? Well, the biggest thing that the customers do not see is the security upgrade. So this is a key factor in keeping your payment and your customer information safe from outside attackers or people. So that is the biggest upgrade that we're seeing on that, and we're happy about that. It's also a more user-friendly interface and design, so easier to click through and get data out of if you are a customer. You can sign up for paperless billing. You can sign up for auto pay now by yourself online. And then there are account alerts that you can sign up that include potential late bills, leak notifications. There's multiple notifications where you can customize your user interface to get different alerts. So all of that functionality has been available since March on our website, and we're excited to announce that same functionality is now available in an app on your mobile device. That app's available on the App Store or the Google Play Store. Search for MyMeter app, and then you'll just select the Sioux Falls utilities once you download that app and log in with your current account information, or you can create an account from there. So one of the bigger things that we are working to is this is important because we can add new functionality to our software to give to our customers. So that's another piece of why we've done this. So one of the biggest ones that we have coming, and it is planned for the end of 2023, is our leak notification. So depending on which software you have installed at your home, you'll be able to see hourly or daily reads on your water usage. And with that, you can sign up for alerts to know if you have water leaking, if you've got a spike in usage over a certain percent. So it's really putting that power in our customers' hands to conserve water and to keep their water bills low. Another thing that we are currently working to is to add payment options. So the world is changing on how they pay their bills. So we're also trying to change with that. So some of those new options that we're exploring are options like Venmo or PayPal, in addition to your standard credit card or checking accounts to make payments on your bills. And then the other thing is just the way that you can track information. You can customize this software to add different action items for your home. So if you installed like a new water conservation shower head or a water efficient timer on your watering system, you could put that in there and it will clock it, and then from that point on you can see if your water usage increases or decreases on a daily or monthly basis. So this is, like I said, currently available. You can go to our website, siouxfalls.org/utilities, and find the information there. You can search for it on any of the app stores via Apple or Google Play. Or if you have questions, you can certainly call our customer service reps. We're still available in office to help with that and answer questions. We're available Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And our number there is 605-367-8131. So with that, I'll answer any questions on our new system. And That's correct. So we're currently working with the vendor. So we've got a third party vendor that provides all of our readings for our meters that come from the homes. They're building the integration currently. They will test that integration in fall, and pending that all the testing goes well, we'll implement that at the end of 2023. Yeah, sure. So right now what you'll see is you can see your usage on a monthly basis, and that actually goes on a calendar, and you'll see it versus rainfall. You can see it versus temperature, so you can see all that information on there. With the upgrade, we get media readings depending on which equipment is in your house. Some report twice daily if it's an older unit. The newer equipment reports hourly, so we will be importing those reads hourly that we get, and they will go directly into those customer accounts. And then you can sign up for different leak notifications, and there's primarily two leaks that we look for. One is for a spike in usage. So let's say your usage increased by 50%, and that's the threshold you wanted to set. So every time you had a large usage, it would send you alerts saying, hey, your water usage is high today. You might want to check for a leak, or maybe you were just watering your yard that day. The other usage that we want to check leak for is continuous usage. So this is really beneficial on the meters that report hourly, because what you'll see is, let's say you have a toilet that leaks very slowly, and for 24 hours you have continuous usage. That says, hey, somewhere in your home there might be a small leak that's triggering reads and water usage, and that's a big one for customers to be able to go and find that and then lower their water bill on a monthly basis. That is not integrated into the software currently. It's something we can look at, but we can, obviously that's printed on our website. So anytime you exceed, it's like from tier 1 to tier 2 is a 50 CCF, which a CCF is 748 gallons. So every time you jump past tier 1 or 50 CCFs, that's something we can look at to see if we can add that. That's a great question, but it doesn't break it out like that currently. Astute to your water bill, and that jump from tier 1 to tier 2 isn't huge. The jump from tier 2 to tier 3 is pretty significant, but you've got to use quite a bit of water. You would definitely get the alert with a threshold jump in usage if you set it correctly. Yeah, so we have over 60,000 accounts in the city. Everyone has city water. We have a small amount of electric accounts in the city. So we're looking at between 2,000 and 3,000 electric accounts. But it is a thing. It touches every user in the city pretty much, and every home in the city has city water. It's one of our #1 visited websites on the city, and like I said, it literally affects every home. All right, if there aren't any further questions, I'll turn it over.
Morning, Lieutenant Andrew Siebenborn, Siebenborn. Thanks for the city to let me poach some time at the Wednesday briefing here. Since Mayor Tanakin took office, he's really pushed the One Sioux Falls mantra, and what that means to our community, both within the city of Sioux Falls, with the different areas, the police department, utilities, the street department and such, but also what that means to us as a community as well, with all of us partnering together, all of us working together, going forward. And one of the things we're most proud of at the Sioux Falls Police Department, and this started under Chief Barthel, it continued under Chief Burns, where we started our Community Ambassadors program, and it continues through Chief Toom, is we're always very intentional about reaching out to the diverse communities within our city and trying to find alternative ways to build relationships and build communities with those diverse communities. One of the pillars, one of the strengths of our city of Sioux Falls is the diversity that we have in our community. We have well over 100 languages that are spoken in this city, and I think that would surprise some. But when you're out working in it, it doesn't necessarily surprise me as a law enforcement officer when I get to see these people every day. And with those 100 languages come folks from different backgrounds, folks from different experiences. And quite frankly, if you go around this world, some people are coming from places where the relationship with law enforcement isn't friendly. Where truly law enforcement is the bad guy, and law enforcement is, doing bad things in their community. We're very fortunate that's not the case here. But how do we as a police department, for someone that's new here, maybe that's someone who's a first generation person here, help them understand that it's not like that here, and and identifying those ways. And one of the ways that we've had great success, believe it or not, is through sports. And not just any sport, but truly through soccer and soccer outreach. And if you know anything about soccer, and people at the police department probably get tired of me talking about soccer and how it's a benefit, and try to talk sports with some folks. Is soccer truly is a language of the world, from the most diverse country in the world to some of the least diverse populations of the world. Soccer's being played, and someone has a favorite team, and it's been something I've used in my career, and I know others have used in their career to find some common ground to think about. And so through this avenue that is soccer, we've intentionally used it to reach out to some of our diversified populations. We, for several years, have had our Sioux Falls Police Department community soccer game. Last year, I think we've done it 3 years prior. Last year, unfortunately for just outside reasons, we weren't able to get it off the ground, but we're happy to report that it's back. And we're doing it tomorrow on August 24th at Yankton Trails Park. It'll start around 6 p.m. and we'll be on fields 12A and 12B. And in the past, what we had done, it had just been one game, featuring law enforcement and some other members from public safety against those from our community. But to kind of spice it up a little bit this year, we've turned it into a mini 4-team tournament, so there will be at least 2 games. And so we'll have teams. We'll have a team from the Sioux Falls Police Department. We'll also have a team from Sioux Falls Fire Rescue, and then we've got great community partners. And one of the things that again I can't speak highly enough is that when we asked for help as a police department, we got so many people who stepped up. So who are we going to contact to help us out with this game? There's a gentleman by the name of Leo Diaz who helps run the Sioux Falls Soccer Academy. He's run it for years. He's doing great things. It's a soccer academy that has a lot of its roots in and dealing with those with young kids, men or boys and girls from our Hispanic population. So I reached out to Leo, and I called him. I told him the idea, and Leo was all in, and he's bringing a team consisting of a lot of his players' parents. So that's going to be fun. And then another gentleman that's doing great things in this community and continues to support the police department is Moses Idris, who I've had the fortune of doing some coaching with, and he works for Avera McKinnon, and he's a leader within our African immigrant population, and he has a group he calls Light for the Next Generation. For a lot of the outreach that he assists with is with our African immigrants, our African refugees, our first generation folks from Africa. And I called him, and he was all in, and he loved the idea. So like I said, it was a super easy ask on our part because we have these relationships, we have this foundation, this community supports us. So it's probably sounds easier than some to just pull off a soccer game and go play soccer with a bunch of police officers and fire department members, but there's a little bit of work that goes into it. We wanted to make it a little bit bigger deal. Some huge supporters, and they've always been in our corner. And I'd be failing to not recognize them as the team at Dakota Alliance Soccer Club. Frank, Tyler, Jordan there. When I called them about this idea, and I know they've got a tournament kicking off this weekend, and they're like, piggyback it off of our tournament. Use our field space, whatever you need, just let us know. And they've been a phone call away, and so they've been huge partners in this. And then some other folks within the community. It's going to be hot tomorrow, just not as hot as today. Hopefully, just as hot as the soccer that the police department will be playing. But Hy-Vee and the Chesterman Company and Coca-Cola Bottling, has donated water and Powerade for those of us playing and those in attendance. Another great partnership with the folks who own the Papa John's on West 26th Street are going to donate some pizza for fans and the youth in attendance. And then we'll have our officers there as well. talking to those in the community, answering any questions. Selfishly, I hope, recruiting even those from the youngest generations out there to hopefully potentially look at a career in law enforcement. And then we have two pretty top-notch officials that we're going to have. We have Danny Dement, who's from Coldwell Banker Empire Realty here in town. She's going to be reffing one of our games. And then Jeremy Kiso is going to grab the center for us also in a match. And if I can probably confidently tell you this is going to be the only law enforcement community soccer game with a FIFA match official at it. There's only, if you know anything about refereeing, there's only like 30 match officials in the United States of America that are FIFA certified. Jeremy Kiso is one of them as an assistant referee. So he's usually the guy on the sideline with the flag. When I was talking to him this week, he's like, it's been a while since I've run the center. So I told him, welcome back. Maybe this is a tryout for him to run the center. We'll put this game tape in for the 2026 World Cup qualifying. It's also a Major League Soccer ref. So just great buy-in from so many avenues in our community, and I can't thank those in our community enough for supporting us as a police department, supporting us when we get these ideas of ways to continue to make outreach in the community. So be there at 6. We're planning to kick off as close to 6:15 as we can. Chief Toombs going to be out there kicking it around, and as much as we want to win, there's a lot of us that are a little bit older in age. Not getting injured is a huge priority as well. But if you've got some free time, come out there, bring your kids, bring your family. It should be a great event and just another way for us to intentionally build these relationships with those from some of the communities in our community, and for us to continue to push that one Sioux Falls mantra that the mayor speaks from his heart about. So I'll take any questions if there are any. Great question. The question was, have we been training? Well, the good thing about me this year is I'm stepping aside because there's a lot of stuff that I need to run from behind the scenes. So barring too many injuries, I will not be taking the field this year, which is probably better for us. But and I usually play goalie, but Officer Christine Lind, who is a college goalie, is going to be man in the goal there herself, and I am very confident that she is a much better representative of an athlete than I am or ever have been. But I think we've thought about training. And that's the best way to put it for most of us. A handful of people play in the rec league, but I think our training has resulted to more mental reps than physical reps so far. Oh, so it's actually going to be adults that are playing in the game. So like for Sioux Falls Soccer Academy, it's actually going to be a lot of their youth team's parents, and the same thing with the Light for the Next Generation, the Rising Stars Soccer Club. It's a lot of the parents from that soccer club for what we're trying to do, and just makes it a little bit easier to have that 18 plus demographic for obvious reasons. We're always looking to recruit, and we'd be lying to say that we want to continue to make our police department more diverse, and if we can build relationships and either inspire folks that are there to potentially apply for the police department, but also if they have a good experience and they have a good relationship with the police department, that they know someone that they would be confident saying, hey, go work for that police department. They're a good place to work for. So mostly just want to build community and have fun, but like you said, selfishly, if we can recruit a couple bodies out of there too, that'd be excellent. You know what? We cover the gamut. So we have some that are pretty good. We have some that probably haven't laced up their cleats since probably U10s. So we're gonna have fun, and it's not probably not going to be the best quality soccer you've ever seen, but there'll probably be plenty of highlights, and whether those highlights are actual bloopers, we'll wait and see. So.